We will create beings of pure pain. Pain that is no longer resides internally within God, but pain that can enter God from the outside. Why do such a thing?
That's a pretty good question, honestly.
Each cultivation tube will be a bullet that can be fired into God. The angelic insects known as the little are packed into cultivation tubes. These tubes are the very bullets we were shooting with little angel things.
Okay. Yeah, shooting babies made out of pain to kill God. That's, yeah.
Yeah, our gun has suffering babies that kill God.
Get the uncut Baroque.
Good. It's quite an opening. By Sting.
It's Sting. I don't like how there was suddenly veins running up the side of that building.
What must we do to heal our sins? So this is actually the first enemy we see. You'll see it in a second. You'll laugh at which one it is.
Oh no!
And that is the opening to Baroque.
That's a good opening.
$19.99. So this is where we were. If you remember.
Yeah.
Actually, let me make sure I have the guide up, because that's gonna be important. Okay, the next important thing is gonna be on level 13, supposedly.
Okay.
Best vibe since Galarians? Maybe. Okay, what was... Oh, right. Gotta toggle... I always forget I have to toggle analog if I want to use the analog sticks. This is bad already. Hey, Easy Breezy. It's our friend Breezy.
Hey, Breezy. Hope you're also having a wonderful day.
Oh wait, I forgot I have the... I have the turn into meat thing.
Become his meat.
Yeah, that
Yep, that's me.
that's definitely Eevee. Oh man, I got so many idiots. Yeah, I have fought that intro enemy. They're just way deeper in, like,
They're a lot later on.
what are we at? We're only on level 3, so we have... Okay, we can't use pathetic, not that I think we need it. Oh, recovers HP? I should have just used that.
Oh, wait, this is the same run that you had, like, the toy.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff from, Instantaneous Warp?
Gave us
What?
a gotcha box.
Oh god.
Oh, crap.
That's a fruit. Got half. I don't know what half is. Just... Oh, man.
How
What's
nice this game to continue to throw stuff that you've never seen before at you.
kills half of the grotesque? That's... I'm gonna just throw the pathetic, cause... You know, we don't need it.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Great. Gave him a stomach ache.
There you go.
That did nothing. There we go. What surprises me is I'm still finding things I have no idea what they are. Like, I've never gotten a half before. We have experience. It's pretty good. Oh wait, that's even better because that'll slow our vitality depletion,
Yeah, that's good.
which is more important than levels. Levels help a little, but
It's better to not run out of vitality because that allows for your HP to regen, right?
yeah, that allows my HP to continue going so that I don't die. Oh. What?
Weird.
Hey, buddy, you want some null?
You open the box. There's nothing in the box.
My favorite was the box we found that is just another empty box. It's a box and a box and a box.
Yeah, you could just continue. You could just like continue to pull itself out of itself.
Is this just going in a circle?
I think so. I think you're just gonna end up back in that room.
No, maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Alice room.
Oh, hey, Alice.
Now going back over what Eliza did was pointless no matter how many sense spheres Fujii uses. There's no going back anymore. Ugh, I absolutely hate being in pieces.
Huh?
I hate being in pieces.
All right, whatever you say, girl.
If anything, I can send up top side. There. Yeah, that probably actually goes back. So she doesn't believe that us giving the pure water is gonna do anything.
Honestly, the effect of that is pretty opaque. I would be skeptical too.
Unknown bones, do your work. Okay, that didn't work.
Oh, that didn't do anything.
That did.
Oh, there you go. Oh, it's the box. Okay.
Relatable. I must go. My planet needs me.
Yeah, I said this to you in our chat earlier, but I like that Alice is like the most normal looking person of all of the characters you see in this game, but she still has like weird tubes kind of coming out of her. So
Yeah, she still has
she's got some kind of thing going on.
yeah, something going on. I mean, given like yeah, like okay, what is that? Oh, it's one of you jerks already.
There you go.
Yeah, get wrecked. We got one of these. I don't know if... We got an unknown injection. Let's see,
Oh, identifies all the items.
we got a bunch of unknown... Okay, we got a double experience bone. And we got...
Armor. Got a couple of nutritives. Those are good to have.
Yeah, that, my vitality's all the way up, so I can take a seed and... 169 vitality!
Nice.
Oh, another sense sphere, but I don't think we have any. Oh, there's nothing else in here. Great. box. I think these are actually called patterns.
Oh. Evolution came out of the box.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like I'm about to level up, so let's keep that in the docket. Hey, this, watch this.
Okay.
So, just transfer to a random room. Of course, there's another person here, so... I'm just... scared she's gonna fart. It's a weird thing to say.
Yeah, it's a. I also worry about that constantly.
You...
That little jerk. Oh, he's getting away.
Yeah, this
Dang
is...
it.
Fuck it. Not worth it.
Yeah.
Too many enemies in one spot. Just gonna take it.
Oh well, there it is.
Luckily, it didn't hit me.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it didn't give me.
Yeah, only the red enemy will steal. I don't know what this does. Great!
Well, that's not awesome.
The image
Mind
of
reading.
another can sometimes be seen within Master. Neatly identical and yet quite eerily a different person, it seems. I think they're talking about how, you know, that we're a bunch of different people at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not aware, there's a laboratory that's under the starting area that just has that had a bunch of clones of us just in there.
Yes, specifically the angels were making clones of us. Presumably to get through this tower.
I think that's always fun when a game has like a sort of diegetic explanation for the base structure of it.
The plot is, in basic terms, God just unleashed a heat bomb, and turned humans into some of these things. Just, you know, all around bad time. There's an archangel that very clearly is not good, who wants to kill God to set things right. Trying to do some strafing. And all the enemies are tarot cards of some kind.
Yeah, there's like each of the enemies is associated or inspired by one of the major arcana or what have you. Including the one that's just a tarot card.
Yeah, the magician. The magician is just a tarot card. What is this? Oh, that's actually pretty good to get. Yeah, you know, why don't you just... Oh, God. Stop hitting me with your phallic head.
Yeah, Dying Sunset. God needed a new like cataclysm for a new age, and so that's why he did a heat bomb instead of the flood and all that stuff.
Use a little bit more healing.
Yeah, you're a little low.
You know, a little
Yeah.
bit more healing. I like when the music dies down and then comes back. There, you know. Now I don't have to waste a healing item.
Back in the day, you had to like put the
Could set the controller down. I don't know a good way to fight you. They'll hit me. Oh, they gave me an eyeball at least.
An eyeball injection.
Yeah, the eyeball gets rid of blindness.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is a lot of
that's-
enemies.
That stinks.
Yeah, it stinks and they haven't even farted yet.
Exactly.
Luckily, you know, they can't pass through each other, so...
You could like bottleneck them a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, this game's definitely in the spirit of King's Field or, you know, Dark Souls-esque in terms of like weird esoteric thing.
Yeah.
Ow!
The,
Oh, great.
These little nerds. Oh.
Oh, she was about to fart. She did the turnaround.
You could see it in her eyes.
Big bang. Yeah, sometimes there's music and then just sometimes it's machine sounds and radio static in your ears. Obtain a bone.
Yeah, Mosca. We do need a Souls-like that has a weird preoccupation with meat. In the way that this game does.
Well, the guy that says we're either gonna have sex or I'm ripping a big one, right? You know what game is gonna she's about to fart is a narrowly avoided threat.
It's true.
Oh, I got a bone duplicator. Level 12. Oh. Oh, it's Boxman. Hey, Boxman. Box thing. I wonder what the difference is between the inside and outside of a box. Once you open it, aren't they the both side? Does the world also have an inside and an outside? Man, box thing's deep.
Yeah, box thing has got like big questions to answer.
Do we have any boxes for you, box thing? No. Sorry, box thing. Oh, we obtained self. What does that do? Oh, so it's like a helper. What if I just give you something? Will you not be happy? I don't need anything other than boxes. That kind of thing. I'm not having it. He fully tossed it away.
He just threw it.
Oh, he
What a
threw it
jerk.
really far. I thought he just got rid of it, but that is funny. I'm not having any of it. If it ain't a box, fuck it.
Yeah, if it ain't a box, I don't want to. I don't even want to look at it.
Bless you, box thing. Truly a bastion of wisdom and knowledge.
Real beautiful mind.
Well, here's the exit. Anything?
This room seems like it sucks.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's... Oh, get off of me, jerk!
Yeah, like there's like a handful of named characters, but most of the most of the characters you run into are just like some variation of thing.
Box thing, horned
thing.
woman.
Thing.
Oh yeah, thing. The thing. I could do with like a better weapon at some point.
Yeah, this one doesn't seem to be doing all that great.
I mean, from behind it really does just look like a dick and balls, huh?
Yeah.
Guillotine? Like, I mean, it does do at least acceptable damage, at the very least. What's a guillotine?
Oh.
Oh, I can't be branded? What did I brand myself with?
I cannot even remember.
Oh, the self works.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
whatever you brand will be on the ground when you die.
Sure. How come I can't be branded?
Very regular questions to have. Why can't I be branded?
Yeah, Coffin Man is a hero. Oh no. What do I have? Thunderstorm. Get thunderstruck.
Yep. Get him.
Get wrecked. Destroyed everything. Emergency. Oh, that also really took a chunk out of me, huh?
Yeah. You're not doing amazing.
That's burnt, so it's not gonna be good. Seed.
I was gonna suggest that this game is of a genre with Galarian's, Planescape, and Pathologic, which I can see that. I don't know Galarian's all that well, or much at all.
It's something, but I can see the. Ooh, I got a bone. Okay, I'm gonna inject myself with more bones.
Nice. Oh no!
He's got lust.
Oh no! Now he's horny.
Lust is actually good because it makes them come to you and not attack. Plus,
You must have branded yourself when we were opening all that stuff.
yeah, I might have.
Out your box.
Thank you, Miss. Got lust. Just gonna hit here and kill you while you enjoy it.
Honestly, seems like the best arrangement for everyone involved.
I threw a bone at them, they became horny, and they let me kill them.
And they had a good time while you did it.
I'm full. I would like that average. Get rid of this. Increase our health a little. ID. Oh, nope. Ow. I was like, oh, that other guy's there. Oh. Jerk.
The little yell those guys make when they die is still very funny. Ah!
Great. You know what, you can...
You just keep that. Yeah, for all the weird stuff like that you kind of interact with on a character level, like it is very like no muss, no fuss. It's just like text and some icons.
Great. I love to heal.
Like to heal them before you hurt them.
I got a worm.
Worm.
Oh, the worm, you know, we infested ourselves and he gave us more vitality. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Thanks, worm.
Just gonna strafe around you. Huh. Tried to take it.
Tried to take your ice worm.
Here, now we'll have ice attacks. I just love, I was like, hey, here's some parasites, just, you know, inject it into your body. You go wrong.
Put this parasite in your sword and it'll give you ice attacks. That's right, the power of a symbiotic entity.
Yeah, we injected the ice parasite into our sword. We ate, you know, the vitality parasite. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, crap. Okay, well now we have those gals around. Oh hey, it's the worker angel with his talking crotch. The world just keeps distorting. Was our attempt to project God inadequate?
Definitely seems that way.
Yeah, I can't say it went well, considering you're talking through your crotch, so I'm gonna guess some things went wrong. You took a while to attack me, not that I mind. I hate these guys.
The weird shoulder frog man.
Luckily, lethargy actually works well with this guy, because then he can't.
That guy really just has so much stuff going on. He's got like
There's
frog
so
shoulders.
many in here. What the hell?
He's got like frog shoulders. He's wearing a top hat. He's got like these weird spider legs. He's got a gigantic like eye in the middle of him. Just like, dude, pick a thing and stick with it.
Yeah, those frogs shoot firebolts too.
Right.
Ooh, food. Wait, no, food. Will you turn into food if you step on it? No. Okay.
Thanks, since it says talking through your crotch is a sign things went wrong so much it cycled back to it went great.
So that's the thing that turns a random item to food. If I throw...
Oh no.
Oh, okay, it doesn't work like that. I'm not...
Yeah, it's best not to mess with that.
I'm not having an item I need randomly turn into, like, some idiot meat.
Good sound effect.
Got some seed. Got a bone.
Got a bone.
And like pogos, you can hear it. It's like going... Oh, there's nothing in here. Oh, were you there before? I don't remember. Ooh. Like we got
saltworm.
Yeah, we got a salt. Yeah, let's get more infected.
Yeah, why not? Just cram another one in there.
That's right. Now we have a worm corpse. So I think I need to go back to that big room. Are you coming to me, or are you gonna... I mean, that's what happened with last time. One of those times is where the gun turned to me. Oh.
Oh, she just sort of popped into existence.
Gonna keep hitting you with bones till you don't like it. Oh, thank you for the raid action, Shakespeare.
Hello, Raiders.
Throw balls?
Welcome to
I can't throw balls. I can throw bones, though. Let me see. Specifically, I have bones that will make people lustful. Did I not do it right? Why is that not working? Do I need a capital? Cool. Why are you
Is it
not...
like exclamation point then cool or something?
Oh, is it? There, yeah, that's it.
There it
There we
is.
go. Oh, crosscode. There we go. Just gonna keep saying cool action stations.
Cool.
It was one of those ways. Here, I'll throw a bone. I got lust.
Yeah, well, all right. Yeah, I know, right? Sometimes someone throws a bone at you and you get lost.
Okay, we need floor 13, I believe. Just, you know.
Yeah, we got a couple more to go.
Yay.
Hooray.
Eat some seeds.
You never use that level up shot.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting. Seeing. Okay. Thunder 3. Yeah, there's... Okay, we got all these ladies coming. Oh, geez, that scared me. There's another one of you.
The lust bone has been pretty common this run, it seems like.
Crap.
Oh no, oh no.
I do like how the way she infects with lust is to, like, literally shake her hair dandruff or whatever onto you.
Shake, like, covers you with horny dandruff.
For what it's worth, she'll also infect other things around her. Ah, crap. I hate death.
Tell me about it.
Oh.
Oh, gee, they're just a room full of those guys. Oh, well.
Great. Allow predators. No, I don't think this game's bad. It's an enjoyable. You know, this is pre when everything knew how to be roguelike, so it's. Ooh, I got invincibility. That it's actually useful.
Yeah. I agree. I also think this game rocks. Like, I think it's got a very interesting kind of like aesthetic sensibility going on. What's this?
Seems that we, the 12-year-olds, have all been confined except for you. The Archangel had the capability to use the sense spheres, not realizing it was our undoing. I wonder if the massive global distortion was a result of the Davar being obstructed, or do you not remember that either? No matter, please purify me. Wait, please kill me!
I mean, just ask her.
Well, got that now.
Yes, that's a good way to put it, Lily Pepper. Just like, it's 2% anime, 98% I have no mouth and I must scream.
Next floor, 12.
Almost there.
What is this? I can give it to people. Ooh, I got 4 invincibilities.
That's pretty
Gonna
good.
be useful.
But yeah, like I
Please, hey, do you not remember? Well, whatever. Just kill me, please.
just like, I'm not gonna sit here and walk you through it. Just like put me out of my misery.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this is not a game that I would enjoy playing really, but riding shotgun here has been a whole lot of fun.
The bone was secretion, so I ate a few to secrete onto the floor.
Yes. Sometimes you just gotta stand there and secrete for a while you gnaw on a bone.
Yeah, death is coming. Might as well secrete. As far as I can tell, besides making a pool of liquid at your feet, it just helps you heal a little. And death just comes for you. Well, whatever. recovery D. Sure, I'll raise my defense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is the 21st person doing the
Yeah. The 21st run.
hearing the piss bone heals. Yeah, you know, you take a piss and I'm sure I wet myself, but I'm healthy living.
That's right. Yeah, Sass was showing me some of the character artwork earlier, and like, and it's you see you see all of these like different all these weird creatures, all the enemies, and all this sort of stuff, and then like the art of your player character is just like an anime boy with a sword. It's just like, oh, there's the 2% of anime that this game is.
No.
Oh well, that stinks.
So this sword is actually more powerful than the sword I have. However, it's negative, so it's not actually as good.
I'm not sure, Wiffy. I assume that the
Yeah, the basic designs of everything are pretty much the same between the two. Oh, yeah, just great. Turn the corner.
and there's death.
Level 17.
Heal for a minute.
Oh yeah, I probably... music dies down.
It's just like silent for a while. Oh, now it's back.
Oh. Well, I don't need a B. Just gonna do my quick steps. Oh, I don't want to deal with another death. Okay. Level 13, talk to the guardian angel. Okay, we gotta check out our guardian angel. Oh great, it's the ice levels. Just starting it off nice. Let me guess. Yeah, of course.
Yep,
there's like
death.
I'm
It's
getting
right there.
double teamed instantly. Start the level. What was that?
What was that? Did someone step on like a mine or something?
I don't know. Cool. Great. If I can like get them on the edge, I can do it without actually, but it's hard to...
Yeah, it's hard to time that. Oh yeah, it's that thing.
Okay, what did that do? Let me...
It was some kind of shockwave, right? So yeah, that.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because we were, I was like, what the hell? I was like, did the game glitch or...
That's right, time to go lawnmower man mode.
Here.
Seems like a good time to use that.
Not worth it. Fence.
Defense.
Okay, we don't want to go to the next place yet because we need.
This is the floor that has the thing.
Yeah, he made good coffins, god damn it. Coffin
Coffin
man.
Man's got a dream.
Yeah, he just wants to make the best dungeon possible.
Oh no!
Prosperity.
Oh, you had prosperity. Okay.
I don't know what that is. Oh, I can attack twice. It's so funny with Lust because it's like you're trying to figure out what it could be.
Just like, oh, okay, that's some kind of enemy.
Okay, it's the Oh crap, it's the
Oh,
wall!
whoa.
Look, you can tell it's
big
the
lady.
wall because it's the big lady. Look how big she is.
Oh yeah.
She's just slowly moving towards me. What if I throw it at you?
Oh, that did a lot of damage. Did you need that for anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Wait, what?
So you could revive a dead worm.
It's a worm that revives dead worms. Okay, and I'm no longer Lust.
Yeah, the Baroque wall lady had to walk so that the Dimitrescu could run.
This sensor stores memories of my sin. It will be gradual. We will begin by taking away God's pain.
Huh.
Pain. Pain is a signal that indicates the presence of distortion. When we become ill, our bodies produce substances such as malignant
Noradrenaline.
or
Yeah, I'm glad the game is saying what we're thinking.
It's a chemical in the brain responsible for causing pain, chills, dejection, and all matter of negative sensations. But this is a signal to repair our body that has begun to distort, which is why sick people are not cheerful or positive.
Okay, sure.
We will begin to create a sick god that is cheerful and positive. A sick god?
Oh, that god is so sick.
We will stream distorted information through the sensors, gradually driving God mad. Once freed from pain, God won't notice it has slowly goes insane. But we will then cultivate the pain we have removed. What?
What?
We will create beings of pure pain. Pain that is no longer resides internally within God, but pain that can enter God from the outside. Why do such a thing?
That's a pretty good question, honestly.
Each cultivation tube will be a bullet that can be fired into God. You go too far. Would you really turn against me after all this time? It's too late to turn back now. The angelic insects known that little are packed into cultivation tubes. These tubes are the very bullets we were shooting with little angel things.
Okay.
The cultivation tube shatters as it enters a grotesque, and the littles pierce through its body. However, the little dies before it can fly away. The littles are nothing but suffering, so they can only exist within cultivation tubes. I have no choice but to leave everything to you. The worker angels are heading to the depths with an amplifier. Go save the little. Save them with your purification ability. Please, you must hurry. Go purify the littles. I was the one who performed the extraction of the littles. That sin alone would be enough to cast me into the depths of hell. It would... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, shooting babies made out of pain to kill God. That's, yeah.
Yeah, our gun has suffering babies that kill God. You know, normal Baroque stuff.
Yep.
Anyways, see you later, Worker Angel. Thanks for,
Doing whatever it is you were doing. Get out of here.
Yeah, we don't want you. Actually, what if I...
Nope, good call.
Look, y'all seem like nice people, but I gotta go. Yeah, the entire plan is to make God suffer enough that you can get all what you need to kill God. Okay, our next important floor will be 15, so not too far after this.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you, Death. Can't you, like, go away? Got bone. There, my coat won't let me be lethargic. And there's one of those wall thingies, which I couldn't tell from the sprites. That's a person's hand holding themselves up. Ugh. Oh, wait. What?
What? Oh, it just moved you to a different part of the level, I think.
Is this where I
think
started?
Yeah, I think it's where you just were with the hanged man guy.
Yeah, because there's like a blood puddle. Oh, where do you come from, jerk?
It does seem like he just kind of came out of nowhere.
Oh, it was the same death
Oh, is
that
this
was.
guy? Okay, yeah.
Here, let's melt the wall down. Oh, hey.
There's a couple of these guys hanging out.
Oh, well, once it'll let me.
Yeah, we do love a melty door.
Oh, let's make ourselves more lucky. You know, just. Just a monolith here.
Just, you know, just sometimes there's just a monolith in the middle of a floor. It's just a
Oh,
conversation piece. Oh, yeah.
It's the infinite box.
Infinite box.
It's a box and a box and a box. Gotta keep trying to grab me. God, there's so
There's so
many.
many of those guys. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is a big one.
Big melty. Ah, look at him melt.
What is this? The Deathland?
The death party.
Level 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you always gotta. You always gotta keep throwing.
Yeah, that's what we call ludonarrative dissonance.
Check out these wiggly boys. They're just wiggling as we.
Yeah, look at him wiggle. Spinny floor portal, the wiggly, little wiggly man.
Anything worth.
Oh, hey, another one of these.
You don't seem to remember either about us or yourself. Did you forget all about the Dybor fusion as well? For one thing, did it exceed? No matter. Please purify me.
Okay, if you're asking.
Thank you for the orb.
Purify me and take my orb.
Please help me. I can't ponder my own orb. You must ponder it for me. Ooh, okay. Nice. Got a full heal.
Good call.
Infusion.
What does that do?
But hey, there's no
Ow.
going back anymore. It's pointless. Oh, you're just saying the same stuff. Got a worm.
Oh, worm. Stamina infested.
Yeah, I got infested with more stamina. Wouldn't you wish that's how it works? It's like, oh, I got this normally awful thing, but it's just wiggling around in there and making me feel better.
Yeah, just like, sometimes you just gotta have a friendly parasite.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, I think I actually did this one before. That's why.
That thing looks familiar.
Here. Oh, we just... So we might actually not need level 15 and instead... Okay, yeah, the next thing we have to do is in level 20, which is... yeah, my colon was feeling lonely, yeah, but you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I just need a little buddy hang out down there.
Okay, so... one of those doors. Let's go this way. Which down this place?
What's down this awful hallway? Is it a casket scythe? A wall fellow? Spinning Jenny?
I just need my bone.
Hit that bone?
Just want my bone. Later, hanged man. Time for BF16. We are halfway.
What was it? It was like the next thing is on level 22?
20. Exact. Oh no, the Gokus are here.
Oh no, the Gokus. Ugh. These guys are jerks. They do all that stuff and they also explode.
Yeah, I forgot about that part. I got a
Keep an eye on
box.
your vitality.
I got hope.
Pretty well.
I got desire?
Desire?
Oh, it prevents,
prevents
lust. Actually, presenting lust will be good, because if that one enemy does lust, I won't be affected, but everything else will. Let's save in case this box
Something bad
explodes.
happens. Yeah,
Like that. What did I just make?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, but the low rate of vitality is still really... Box contains a box.
So, well, I guess when you pick it up, that's when it's determined to whether or not it explodes.
I guess. Desire preventing lust seems... Yeah, you wouldn't think.
Yeah, it gives you a lust for life instead.
He's paralyzed?
Yep. Get him.
God, the fact they explode sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I really shouldn't even bother dealing with them. Triple faucet?
Triple facet.
What? Possesses 3 attributes? Fire,
At the
ice...
same time?
I mean...
That seems alright.
Sure, I'll use the weapon that covers all weaknesses. Also, yeah, my vitality's really bad. Might have to use one of those in a second.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense to kind of wait as long as you can.
This sword is sharp, blunt, and serrated. Oh, got my corpse.
Oh. You gave yourself paralysis with it.
Yeah, I realized that. Okay, I can't.
You can't get rid of you can't get rid of it by like then equipping the thing that prevents it.
This is...
Seems bad. Yep, just get out.
Later. Hey, Dream Harrier. Yeah, Goku, not a big Goku fan, gotta say.
Still. Oh.
Oh, this is...
Oh, you're about to die. There you go.
Later, I'm just not staying in that room.
Good call.
It's them, the suck boys.
Ah, the suck.
I got lost.
Everybody got lost.
Oh, the suck guy is giving me vitality.
Amazing. There you go.
Okay, yeah, this is...
Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh no. Oh no.
I thought I could do it. The answer's no. I'm just gonna get my flesh. You need to get out of there. Nope.
This floor sucks. Fuck this.
Yeah, it's not good. Can y'all, like, give me vitality? Thank you. Thank you.
How helpful.
I like that when they're lost, they're like, yeah, we'll give you any of the vitality we've already sucked. Free will occurs.
They're so enamored with you, they can't help but shoot vitality all over you.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Unlucky? Yeah, I don't think I...
We just threw that boat and it exploded off in the corner. It was very funny.
Oh. Wait, where's your head?
Hey, yeah. There's usually another head up there.
Okay. The only ones left behind jammed into bullets. Don't go wasting them. You need to take aim fire and purify the world.
Oh, okay.
You got it, buddy. Sure gonna trust you with your headless self. Oh no.
Aw. Got a tummy ache.
So I got... No more tummy ache.
Yeah, don't waste the baby bullets.
Yeah, you gotta make sure not to waste your baby bullets. Darkness? Oh, okay. Oh my god!
Oh no!
That really scared me.
Yeah, it came out from around the corner.
Ha! You got darkness, you jerk.
Ah, take that.
Yep, it's the people from... I wish I did more damage.
Yeah.
What kind of bone is it? Well, let's see. Well, at least they produce more bones.
Yeah.
Explosive. Use bones to make bones. Hey, work range. Hate these guys. Yeah, it's a society ran on bones. You got your lust bones, your paralysis bones,
Explosive bones.
homing bones. I think
Bones that
homing bones are one of my favorite. Just the idea is like, yeah, these bones just follow people.
Yeah, someone just had like a bunch of missiles inside of them. The bones that you throw at people and it turns them into meat.
Oh, okay. I poison. I mean, the good thing about them is they just kind of.
They just kind of float around slowly.
The problem with this guy is I was about to say I can't get too far from him. Did he blow? Oh, no, he didn't. If they see you and you run away, that's when they explode. They don't explode, box. Yeah. Forget about the box. Yeah, well, Coffin Man gets to get his own bones.
It's Coffin Man's world, and we're all just living in it.
Cool. Okay, that's better. Box in a box in a box.
Gosh, it's like it's like if you buy something and there's just like they overpackage it, so there's just like 4 nested boxes inside of it and a bunch of wrapping, and it's just like, I have to get rid of all this crap.
Hey, you need more boxes?
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, it hit me with lethargy. Luckily that
Now you're
doesn't
fine.
doesn't like too long. I got some flesh. Oh, this room.
Bad room.
Yeah. Just looking over at them, I'm like, yeah, well, more like a face hugger, in the form of Starro. I always hate this. It's when I start the room facing a wall, it's like just hoping you don't turn around and something.
Those there already hitting you.
Gotta take care of you, because otherwise you're gonna hop and try to explode. Cool. Okay, it didn't get me that time. At least with those guys, I can attack fast enough that at the very least I only get one laser hit in. Is that the... I have to see what septic is. In a second.
Oh, there you go.
Oh right, that's the thing that gives everyone a tummy ache.
Tummy aches for everyone.
I'm a genius. Much more chili. What level is this? Okay, so
19.
next level. Important thing we need to do.
Yeah. We may be 10 levels away from the end.
You!
Oh, well, what a jerk.
Yeah, this is different music.
Yeah. Got tummy aches. Take that, you jerks. Fantastic.
Guardian Angel extracted the littles, and yet she goes and betrays us all this time. There are other workers on their way to slaughter the littles. Has fallen into chaos because the great heat wave. No, it is the entire world that has fallen into chaos. I need to hit a different room. Cultivation. Help, painful, help.
Oh.
Please purify, please.
Oh, kill those babies.
Well, you know, it's better than being used as ammo for a gun.
Yeah, for bullets for a god gun.
I got the littles.
Yeah, you got the littles.
Okay. And then with this, our next thing's gonna be on level 22.
Okay.
Do I have any bones to just teleport me? Yeah. I don't think that's counts as employment.
It's a living.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, this sucks.
Oh, new enemy. Cool.
Oh, cool. I hate them.
Oh.
There's like, oh, there's so many of them. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there's so much happening.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many. They keep coming. Oh, you're about to... Oh, that was so close.
Oh, good. Suicide bomb. Love.
Yeah.
Another one?
Oh, they're multiplying or something, I think. Yep.
Just hear their screaming in the background.
Oh, one of those things.
Oh boy.
That was a mess.
Yeah, that was a mess. Wait, is that the next level?
You're at floor 21.
Oh, that's the XL already. It's 421 somewhere.
Blaze it.
Oh, these final levels are gonna be a pain, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real bad.
Oh crap! Return of fish! Bluefish!
The fish is back, baby.
Now with more bone!
There's one of these guys.
Higher stamina, yay! Die, you worm! Great.
Fantastic.
At least the fish are just the fish again.
Yeah.
And they drop bones. Oh, that has an attack up at least. One way to do it. Well, there was nothing in here anyways.
Great.
I need to find Alice and give her the little orb. There's the exit.
Oh, yeah.
We can't exit yet. We got orbs to deliver.
That's right. No rain or sleet or dead of night. God damn it.
Cool. That bone ain't worth getting near.
No, it's not.
Anything to throw at you.
There you go.
Oh,
Gosh darn it. That guy barfs on you and makes you blind instead.
ejected into my eyeball. Luckily, I've come prepared. Can't barf my eyes closed. Alice, where are you? Oh, it like opens up its head too to do it. Never mind.
Well.
There.
Good call. Yeah.
I'm healed. What
Hey,
else?
Alice.
Are you carrying the idea, Seraph, of the littles? Are you really? I wonder what we must do to return that pain and suffering to ourselves. Hey, I want to see it. The suffering of the littles. Okay.
Yeah, let me
Sure,
show you
Alice.
the suffering
What
babies.
is this feeling? I feel horrible. The little
Weird.
thoughts, the pain that was extracted has returned at last. I'm in agony. With this, we can suffer. We can grieve. I will return carrying the suffering with me. I return to myself. Well.
Okay. I feel horrible now. Hooray!
Can I see that orb of suffering? Wow, I feel awful. I want to die.
I don't know what I expected.
Yeah, goodbye into the goop.
Oh gosh.
It looks like those four-legged enemies are just sleeping most of the time. So they won't actually aggro. Ooh, that was a good thing to actually pick up.
Yeah.
You've met many people. Okay, so our next thing is not gonna be until 31. So in the meantime, all we have to do is worry about whatever things we run into.
You just have to worry about surviving. And yeah, Lily Pepper. I think this game is trying to do something. It's just I don't know how. It seems like whatever it is trying to do is kind of hard to parse.
It was a box.
If only Box Thing were here.
Whoa!
Oh, what's that? Oh my gosh. Throwing glass balls at us?
Yeah. Oh man, we're getting a lot of good. Not that, not the old.
That's some old.
Loses defense?
Yeah.
That
no
doesn't
thank you.
seem good, especially when the defense itself is not that high. Like, I could understand if it started with really high defense. Any more of our Orbeez ID bone?
Bone.
Oh, it hit him. It hit him with the orb. That's funny. Alright, that just... At least they don't seem to take too much.
Yeah, a lot of damage.
Later.
Yeah.
Everyone's like sleeping and it's like, I'm just gonna go.
Just a running dive into the portal.
Oh. A lot of you, I don't think I have anything that... I mean... Wait, what?
Oh, he's teleporting around?
Oh, it's another teleporter.
These guys are irritating.
Well, at least. My bad.
Yeah, give him some of that old.
You want an old? How about a bone? Oh my god, non-flammable. Sure, that's worth it. Full heal always. Don't have. Contains an item I don't have.
Sure.
Sure. I'll get a HP suck. You woke him up. Yeah, it looks like the other enemies are affected by the
orbs.
Also, I got poisoned.
Oh, that stinks.
The darkness is healed, but I'm gonna be losing health because I don't have a... Okay, this is just gonna lead into this room. But can you like suck the poison out with your faces or something?
It doesn't work that way. Oh gosh. There you go. That didn't really do a whole lot, but.
What are you? What kind of parasite? ID? There, I know that bone. Yeah, Orb Man does seem toxic, although the thing that toxic to me was the toilet head man.
Toilet satyr.
Ooh,
Whoa, what's that?
Is that an NPC or a... Oh no, he does poison, never mind.
I think that's what he is, just like a big glass blob of poison.
Do you think that's an NPC or an enemy?
I think that's an NPC. Wait, yeah, it looks like two things strapped together on a thing. There you go. Yeah.
Let's just heal up in case it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good call.
Like look at me and be like, oh, I'm gonna murder you. Okay, this might be an enemy.
Enemies. Yeah, I think those were enemies.
Or not?
I talked to him.
Hmm?
Oh, no, they're enemies. That's an enemy.
Oh, oh, this sucks. Oh my god.
Oh no, oh no.
So they screamed and I can't even say reverses my controls. I couldn't even figure out what. We obtained growth. Stronger every floor.
With XP 1/4.
Yeah, but if we got that earlier on, that might have been worth it, but I don't know about this point. I'm not dealing with you.
Yeah, forget that.
I mean, especially if y'all aren't even really gonna attack me unless I get up in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike these jerks.
Yeah, they sure did have some stuff in store for us towards the end here, didn't they? Got toilet satyr man. We got poison globules.
Poison blorbs.
Poison blorb.
Well, fish are back.
Yeah, fish. Stubborn.
Weird. That might have been useful at a different time.
If you had a stubborn coat, yeah.
Hey bud, you wanna go bowling? Ah!
Oh no.
You can't get away from my justice. Oh man, I got an idiot. Ow. At least you fish die easily.
Yeah, the fish aren't too bad.
You don't do anything, you just stand there.
Yeah, stand there and look menacing.
Get next to me and I'll scream. I mean, the ladies appear hot if you, you know, might as well throw up growth.
Yeah.
That'll be more useful on a different,
A different run.
Let's just gonna connect down there.
When you hit up Coffin Man's dungeon, that'll be super helpful.
Okay.
Stomach ache.
I will appearance
Okay, puppy
abdominal pain, but at least I'll get an item.
You're guaranteed to get an item, but it's gonna hurt your tom-tom.
Yeah, it's like, oh god. My spleen.
Oh, okay.
Great. Love to be stuck in a room.
Whatever that thing is.
Does it have? Is it like attacking me with a symbol? Oh look, it hit the other
Those are
guy.
like pause or something.
God. Oh,
There
good.
you go.
Well, that's nice at least.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep. Thank you for your patronage, for poisoning me. You and your icky poo orbs.
Thanks for poisoning me, you huge jerk. Goodbye.
And some glass.
Well, that stinks.
Okay, let's redo this. We know the box explodes, so let's
Try that one again.
not do
Open it.
anything with that. I don't know, you're here. These are homing bones.
Yep. You can see the trajectory change. That guy's tough. Wow.
Well, it gave me level 30. How about a non-flammable? Oh.
You get rid of that stubborn, maybe?
Hmm. Guard?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's...
Get invested.
Yeah, you know. And then the corpse? You want... let's
Take
let's
this
synthesize the corpse.
Take this dead worm that just came out of me.
Not very useful.
Protection bone.
I like how the protection road turned into different items. Okay. Well then. That was good. What are you?
Sorry? Oh my gosh. Throwing swords at you.
Oh, no, it's ice. They're throwing...
Ice swords.
At least they seem pretty...
That was pretty, like, you're able to handle them.
You know, let's reduce some of our vitality.
In exchange for some health. I was thinking like elevator music playing.
Burr, 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 burr. That's probably good enough.
Yeah.
Almost
Watch
there.
that be not enough at all. Gonna spawn in a room with like 4 of those sword guys.
What's in the
No?
box?
What's in the box?
Don't have. Random ailments.
Okay, sure.
Okay. 2 rooms and no people yet. Okay, there's the exit.
Quiet.
And no enemies. Oh, we're in the goo room.
Amongst the goo. Hey! There you go.
Oh, she's back.
Meat.
And now she's meat. Yeah, she became blue in the time we didn't see each other. $29. Getting
What's hold
one
on,
of them
what's
I
that
reckon.
thing?
One of them I instantly recognize. The other thing I have no idea. Oh. Oh, okay. It's just.
Shooting.
Ow. Finally, they introduced the ultimate enemy, gun. Ow, you.
Oh,
He pulls the gun over his face.
messed up. Oh, that is a symbol, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, he's just like clapping it on me. So that. Damn. But healed everyone, I don't.
Well, jeez. Okay. Become meat.
I made the one person meat. Dish. Oh,
Aww.
she got one more fart in.
You can, I think if you use the additional, you can get another. Hey. Oh, you get a genius meat.
Oh.
They're both rotten.
So just keep moving. That projectile doesn't like home.
Yeah. Oh, well, one of those guys.
I have more meat.
Mate.
Flesh. Well, I don't have to guess the unknown details because any meat by a bone is gonna be rotten, so. Hey, how would you like double stomach aches? How about I accidentally eat it?
Oh no, no, I'm the one with the stomach ache. My poor tummy.
Nice try.
Oh, haha.
Oh my god, stop
Oh my
farting. Just once.
Oh, they got her. That one got you.
It's just caught. It's just like, I gotta get you this time. Come on. Pull my finger. Didn't get any. This going all the way back? Yep.
Yeah.
Got him.
That idiot meat.
Yep. What? Why does it heal them? Yeah, I just want to force feed the enemy some meat. I got some glass. I won't open that glass here. Next level. Ah, you missed, jerk. Okay. Level 30.
430.
I think this is the last proper level. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, might as well put on the... Aha!
Take that.
For a second I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's like, what, it's just like one big room or something.
Oh, those cannon guys just shot at me. If I just keep walking...
Yeah, if you stay like perpendicular to them, they can't hit you.
Of course, if one just, you know...
Well, it gets in your face, then yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah. Later.
Oh, well, he's right there.
Well, theoretically, this is the end.
All right. See what's up.
I think. The end? hey, Shelby. Alright, my glass shattered, so I need a...
Oh yeah, you gotta put your coat back on.
Is this just gonna loop around?
I hope so.
Yep. Okay, not that way. Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Oh. You'll make an exception for me, Shelby.
Oh, well, yeah.
Are you the original? I see. Was it impossible for a clone? It seems you were the only one who can bring an end to this world. Now enter the sets here and head to the bottom layer.
Alright.
Well, we made it to bottom layer. Can you hear my voice? I'm addressing you through the sun sphere. Now fire the antidote and preserve the insane god of... Yes, I was the one who tore you apart. The distorted god of creation and preservation created multiple divinities in order to fill the space left behind by your absence. But there is no point in you reuniting with God. It shall accomplish nothing. It will only result in further distortion. In order to heal this world gone mad, we have no choice but to temporarily end it. Only then will we recreate it with our own hands. Do you understand? Purify the distorted god of creation, preservation, end the distorted world. It seems you understand. Baroques are indelible. Launch the angelic insect and purify God.
Alright.
Don't go mad, don't go mad, don't go.
Don't go mad, don't go mad, don't go mad, don't go mad, don't go mad. Don't go mad.
Don't go mad. Help. Pain. Pain. Don't go mad, don't go mad, don't... If you're going to mad, then I will too. Don't go mad, don't go mad. You're more important in the world. Don't go mad, don't go mad. I was born so that I could become one with you. Don't go mad. Are you refusing to save worlds? I can't believe that while people of this world suffer under the influence of Baroques, that you, the root of all this, are just going to withdraw yourself and leave the world to madness. Don't go mad, save the world. Don't go mad. I don't care. You're more important to me than release me. Ooh, can't you hear me? Shit. Have they both
Archangel's like, ah, shit. Oh, this all went bad, didn't it?
God damn it. Angelic insects? How did they manage to get in here? They can't survive outside of their cultivation zones. It should be impossible for them to take flight without dying. What is the meaning of this? Ooh, the head of this household is ill. Ooh. Pain is returning.
they're the little bullet babies.
Yeah, the pain babies. The babies made of pain.
The babies made of pain.
What if we kissed while electronic cables wrapped around? Your past has been, the pain is returned. We are one, yet we are not one. What will become of us? Baroques are in all things. Come, let us penetrate through here.
Mm-hmm.
And the world remains in madness, existing within each one of us. I shall remain the same as I was. We will continue to carry the distortion with ourselves, trying to purify the world in itself, a distorted delusion. So what do we do then? Entwine with distortion without turning away, penetrate through here. Our lives locked up, but this is the world we created. Hold on tight. Now let's go. That is why we must accept it.
And that's credits.
Produce.
What if we kissed while being surrounded by pain baby bullets? And we were both
Direct
girls?
and right.
Hats off to you, Kazunari Yonemitsu. So is that the end? I don't know if the guide has any additional like stuff.
Yeah, this is the end. There is post-game content. Which includes, of course, the
Coffin Man dungeon.
Yeah, the Coffin Man dungeon that he was working on the entire time. How old is this game? What is this? This is 19...
It was 99, I think it's on
Yeah.
the title screen.
1999. Well, this version anyways. I think the Saturn version came out a year before.
Oh, okay.
Which is why you see graphics and then graphics PlayStation.
Oh, I see. So was this your first time playing it as well?
Mm-hmm.
Or what? So now that you're on the other side of it, what do you think?
I think this is a very good PlayStation game. That is has a lot of weird systems in ways that I think if, you know, the fans of Dark Souls-esque nonsense enjoy. This is possibly even more esoteric than that.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way.
Song Black and Truth performed by Baroque Mode. Special thanks with an X.
That's right, I have to enter Baroque mode.
Is there the original Puyo Puyo? The one with beheadings and other things? Baroque Sting.
That's right. Sting was behind this. The icon.
Thing. The game doesn't end here.
You thought you were done.
Yeah, I really liked it when Mr. Baroque said, "It's Baroque time."
Just like, you can't leave Coffin Man hanging.
Oh, the background's now changed to the naked man and lady who were melting before.
Yeah. Yeah, so like
Oh,
it occurred-
Wafidi, the GeoCity site is the guide. That's how I... It's the only guide on the internet is that fucking GeoCity site. So, what has changed? What's up?
There's a sentry in there. He's still dead.
Okay, he's still rotten. Something in my own words. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
You and the other you were screaming at the time of surgery.
Oh no. All of our friends.
I got all the things. Please try and see how far you can go, god damn it. Please get out of my sight, guys.
God damn it.
So, beating the game nets you that, So what are you gonna say? Baroque salvation may just be to have your own distortion.
Oh, he's out.
So yeah, the main thing now, I guess, to do is the... If we... The...
100 floor. Coffin Man.
Yeah, the Coffin Man was like, hey, what if we... Oh, this is already pretty fucked.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Everything's burned. Also, I'm like almost dead already.
Yeah. Oh, and now you are, you actually are dead now.
Well, I died instantly. Well, he can't give me the God Gun. The God Gun was powered by the suffering babies which don't exist anymore. Or
Yeah.
I guess, they exist. It's that we fused it. What's down here? Can I like go... Oh, I can't even go back. Yeah, they're probably... Hey. Hey, Thing.
Hey, Thing.
It's my dream to roll. Oh, his dream is to hold
Have a bunch of stuff in it.
50 items, but right now he can only do 10.
Oh, poor thing.
To think the god of creation version would take that form because of the fusing with you and your gender. Fusing with you, your gender, those... No, but it is all in the past. I will live in this distortion. That is all. Archangel's being real...
Being real salty.
Salty is like, yeah, fine, I'll live in this distortion. Please try and see how far you can go, goddammit. Well, sir, your dungeon kills me instantly. I don't know how far I'm gonna be able to get.
Real like first time DM energy with this guy's dungeon. Just like, I'm gonna fill it with all the coolest monsters that are super hard. Can you best my dungeon full of awful stuff?
So this dungeon specifically was added for the PlayStation release.
That makes sense.
And I believe the main thing is just, hey, there are some blue enemies now.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any actual, like, new.
That would make sense. Like, this is just something that you can run through if you want to keep playing the game.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you got something you can... Yeah, he really said fusing with you, your gender. It didn't
Not
really elaborate with that.
What that meant. It's just like, that's right, I did fuse with the gender of God or whatever.
So yeah, this goes on for 100 levels, which I imagine is, you know, progressively more.
Ridiculous.
Like, look, the
jellyfish is killing it. Kill you. You could step on those things in their original form, and now it killed you in 3 hits.
But yeah, we beat Baroque.
Yeah, it's Baroque.
Officially. There's one thing we haven't seen in this game.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I can get it. So they're, you know, title things. Age means change. Meaning change. With age.
With age.
Great heat. World destroyed. Baroque. Equals. Distortion.
Distorted.
Delusions. This land of devastation.
Okay.
Don't let go
of your illusions.
Hold Baroque inside yourself.
Of yourself.
You should hope to survive. Baroque.
That's good.
But yeah, there are a few of these.
5/14/2032.
What was she?
僕たちの罪はどうすれば癒されるのだ
Oh, that says voice acting.
Okay.
Remember this?
Yeah.
I like how this song is not in the game proper and just...
Yeah, it's just like in this one like video. This song is
Just turn the room into beat.
Yes, wonderful. This song is very like 90s adult contemporary.
This is a very pop song.
Sick.
I think that's the last one. Yeah, otherwise it just repeats the... What's crazy is, like, looking at the promotional art, this, like, opening shot is like those models.
Oh, like is the open, like it's the
Like, they made real life models. Obviously not for these two who melt.
right, but like they made for like the opening shot there, they use like actual scale models instead of like CG or whatever.
I think this is also like the model.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a model.
Anyways,
They made a typing game of Baroque. Oh, I bet that.
yeah, they did. Anything past original Baroque is definitely weird. There's like a prequel visual novel or something they made. But yeah, what do you think of Baroque?
I think of Baroque. I thought it was really cool. I definitely like I didn't like get much of it before like I kind of sat in on the last stream. But I think I became enamored with it pretty quickly. I think this game is really cool. As it's cool as something that to see someone else play, I should say. I don't think I would try to play this myself. I would be extremely frustrated pretty quickly.
Well, you see, save states help.
Absolutely. Save states and occasional just like time manipulation.
Yeah, time manipulation to free from the healing stuff. But yeah, this was fun. I'll be honest, I have no idea what to play next. Because I'm definitely not done with my Resident Evil 3 modding. Ark, why are you going to TV tropes for the fucking game information? Yes, there's a Wii and PS2 remake. Which, all intents and purposes, doesn't seem as good.
Yeah, or the Wii and PS2 versions are like they're you said they were third person or something like that?
Yeah, they're third person remade. Here, let's.
I do feel like you're losing something when you're not doing like the first person King's Field sort of silly stuff. Yeah, Lily Bepburn. There were times where you basically like had to do another cycle in order to progress
Y-
stuff.
yeah, like basically, there's like a few times where you have to, like the first cycles are like what, like 15 floors ish. And
Yeah.
then the way the guide is divvied up, it's right. The first route you do is totally how long it takes is totally dependent on if you do a cycle or if you die, because either way you break out of the simulation. Because yeah, this game starts out with you in a simulation, not in the actual world proper, because they got to train you to kill God first. It's like, okay, you see how you kill God? Now do that in real life.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
you know, the angels have to brainwash you properly to make sure you're fit enough to actually kill
Go
God.
kill God with bullet babies.
Yeah, with babies made of
Made
suffering.
of pain, yes.
We brought out the amplifiers to increase the suffering. Did you catch that the angels are like fucking amplifying the pain so they could be better bullets?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, they mentioned that like, oh, there are more angels coming down here to inflict more suffering on like the babies so that they make for better bullets against killing God.
Look,
You can fit so much suffering in these babies.
do you know how much it costs to shoot one baby bullet? $5 for 3 seconds. This is a good end. Are you? Well, actually, I could just 1 second. Here, so you two can experience what the current screen is.
Okay. Oh yeah, I had the stream up where I was watching all the silliness on it.
Identified as erotic.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, funnily enough, I don't know if she changed her friends, but Proxy was gonna stream this too, but she might have picked something else in the meantime.
I you know what? I do think more people should play this game.
Yep, it was really good. But yeah, I think this is a good time to call it because it's not like I really have anything else to play.
They didn't have anything else lined up.
Well, I just wasn't sure because
Yeah, I could definitely see a situation where if there was like a problem with save states or whatever, where we would have to like start over from the beginning or something like that.
erotic doesn't prevent lust. It made it so that when you were in lust, you had more attack power and critical rate. So it's basically a useless like unless it's a very situational thing that's not very useful. But yeah, I don't know unless do we want to show the concept images?
Oh yeah, if you want to run through those real quick. Those are cool to look at. Yeah, well, what I was saying earlier is like this game reminds me a whole lot of the work of a developer called Mr. Pink, who made like a game called Golden Light, which is also a first person kind of roguelike-y sort of situation that doesn't really play a whole lot like this, but it does have some similar aesthetic sensibilities in that there's a weird preoccupation with meat going on.
Are you seeing?
Yes, that's one of the worker angels? Or
Yeah.
like,
You know, as all angels do, they have two heads.
yes, that one just happens to be on his shoulder instead of on his crotch.
Yeah, you know, slightly better placement. Of course, we have the horn lady, a favorite. I mean, honestly, out of all the people, she kind of came out okay.
Yeah,
Like,
she looks fairly normal, other than the horns.
sure, yeah, got a bunch of weird horns, but could be worse.
Yeah,
Here's us
yeah, the player
looking
character,
looking anime.
very anime.
Another of us with our I get that's what our swords look like, those weird blunt staple things.
Yeah.
And here is us with our god gun.
Yes, the angelic rifle.
Here's Thing.
Yeah, thing.
Like how Thing just has random things stuck in his hat.
Oh yeah, I couldn't quite make out what thing's like face situation was, but like
Yeah, I mean,
kind of
and,
like a Jawa or something like that.
and a lot of course, our mixer very that came out pretty much the same.
Yeah,
And of course, here's our bullets.
the bullet babies.
You know, bullet babies.
Mm-hmm. They got little butts.
Of course, our friend neck thing.
Oh, poor neck thing.
Yeah, he just has a spine.
Yeah,
He
like the
definitely,
vertebrae are like real pronounced there.
yeah, you definitely got a short stick there. Uh, yeah, that's not. You know, when you're left as a upside down crotch head, probably not the
Yeah,
best.
that's a hard road to hoe.
Yeah, this guy came out better though. He still has a crotch head, but at least he has the other.
Yeah, he's got the vestigial head on top of his neck, which doesn't really seem to do anything because he still talks through the crotch head.
Yeah, he still interacts through his crotch. Yeah, this was one of the lab people who just had exposed brain. He like also appears in the when working on the simulation. So, you know, exposed brain angel.
Yeah, for when they got it, for when you gotta be real smart.
Or this guy who also seems smart, but at least his brain is inside.
Yeah. Do you think the exposed brain guys are jealous of that guy?
Yeah, probably. Here's the guy who we made rot.
Oh yeah, the Sentry Angel.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
He's big.
I'm big, I'm a bodyguard. Here's everyone's favorite.
Yeah, god damn it.
God damn it. Yeah, looks like what is that? It's like half stone, it looks like, or something.
Those look like kind of like maggots or something.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, he's the only one smiling. He knows
Yeah.
what he's doing. He's got a mission.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's his world and we're just living in it.
Here's the lady we gave the pure water to. Eliza. Looking like she came from like Dot Hack or something.
Yeah, like presumably her arms are in the sleeves, but it looks like she's just kind of floating around without any limbs.
I mean, does she have arms? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they're just mostly. She does float though, so that's not
She does float.
inaccurate. Yeah. Yeah, it does kind of look like she's just wearing an oversized shirt. Of course, it's a sack thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the mask placed on his head.
Yeah, like the mask. He's got like the crisscrossing chains. It's a cool look.
Of course, the jerk angel, archangel,
Look at that guy.
very smug.
He's like, oh, I just look like an angel.
Yeah, you know, he wouldn't cause anything bad. Just wants to kill God.
Who doesn't?
Oh, my tummy's rumbling. It's
Hey, it's
him.
boxing.
It's Box Thing. Sure, he kind of looks like a elongated person with a noose, but he got that box.
Yep. Don't give him anything other than a box. He will not have it.
This was the
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 guardian angel.
yeah, the guardian angel. Pretty weird steampunky looking angel. Has a
Pair of
bird.
birds.
in the moon. Oh yeah, these guys.
Yeah.
For-
They're
I-
just hanging out like, I'm not gonna explain what's going on to you. Just kill me.
Yeah, well, who knows what they look under that, because apparently they're locked up. Because at first I thought they were like a cockroach or something.
Yeah. He looks like a big almond.
Yeah, you don't want that almond though. It's probably
Quite gross. Give you a tummy ache.
that's the mind reading lady.
Oh, yeah.
And then another. Something happened to your leg there. Yeah, that's probably not
Yeah,
good.
That's bad. Just looks like bone shards.
Yeah, like your leg became a bunch of pointy bones. Here's Alice,
Hey, Alice.
looking looking very anime. And easily, as you said, almost the most normal besides her tubes.
Weird tubes, yeah.
And then yeah, another weirdly short-armed Alice in this picture. Looks
Yeah, I noticed there's a few of those in that art style that looks a little weird.
okay, those were the character portraits. Let's do all of our Baroque friends, the monsters we all fought.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
we
real
got-
stars of the show.
We got
Gun face?
late game gun face. Apparently his name is Tank Joe.
Tank Joe. Yeah, it's a metal slug.
Of course, these awful things that apparently have eyes in their joints.
I hate the eyes. And are those like fingernails?
Yeah, it's fingers on a circle with eyeballs.
Oh, that's horrible.
Of course, same thing, just attached to the.
And it's just like covered in goo. Just like, ugh.
Yep. Covered in goop. Of course, it's Goku. Looks kind of like a Wicker Man or like a weird.
Yeah, I see that.
Now that looks like a persona.
Yeah, it looks very like Metropolis.
Of course, we have the lovers, the two angels.
Absolute worst. I hate.
It's two women doing what they love the most, opening up their Art dentata.
What if we were fused into a horrible flesh monstrosity and we were both women?
Yeah, what if you were... Oh look, it's the fish.
Hey, fish.
Three-eyed fish
Yeah, just a weird fish.
from The Simpsons. There's this enemy. I don't think we really even see what exactly it did besides scream. Just stood there mostly.
Yeah, just a pair
Very-
of weird twins.
Yeah, twins with two rods. And like it looks like caution tape.
Yeah.
Of course, it's our favorite enemy, the licky guys.
The licky wheel.
The licky wheel that is made of a bunch of heads that lick.
Yeah, that look fake, fairly phallic, honestly. Some HR Giger stuff going on with those guys.
Then we have the wall hanger. This is what he actually looks like.
Oh,
He appears to have his hands nailed together, which are also tubes. His
and then his
head is in his chest,
yeah.
and his one foot is how he hangs on the ceiling because it's made up of what look like bug arms.
Yeah. All in all, pretty rough customer there.
Here's the tambourine wheel guy.
Okay, what's the deal with this guy? Was there any additional like detail on this one? Because he seems a little like the odd man out. Because like he's just got symbols.
He looks like he would belong in like a Star Wars spinoff, or actually at this point, Star Wars.
Yeah, he does have very big General Grievous energy with the mask.
I forget what is his deal. It's Temperance.
Temperance?
Yeah, as far as the tarot cards.
Yeah. I don't get the connection. I assume there's something behind that.
Anyways, that's the wheelers.
Tambourine wheel man.
So do you know what these are supposed to be? I couldn't figure out what they were at first.
Yeah, those are the little hoppy guys.
Yeah, they're the little hoppy guys. This is like a close-up version of them. They look awful.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Because, yeah, you can see in the background it's
Yeah, just
spitting.
like one of the wheel guys, just like hucking one up.
Of course, this guy just looks like some sort of it's the reboot of the Jersey Devil or something.
Yeah, like just little red bastard man.
Yep.
He even like when he steals something from you, I heard him say it this time. He's just like, "It's mine," and then he starts running away. What a little jerk!
These are the guys that shot the ice stuff.
Yeah.
This kind of looks like a Mega Man villain or something.
Yeah, that guy looks very Warhammer 40K, I think.
Of course, death is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, very sick. Looks super cool.
Look, it's the orb.
Yeah, the poison blorbo.
So it's like a face in a glass body and also has a weird tank above.
Yeah, I think like with the way that this is like shown here, I think those are like it's like a bubble.
Oh yeah, like just
He's like throwing bubbles at you.
yeah, he's just a bubbler. I took out one of the enemies because she's nude.
Yeah, that's fair.
Here's the
You can guess
other
which one.
phallic. Actually, it looks less phallic here than it does on the game. A little.
Yeah, in-game sprite kind of doesn't do him a whole lot of favors.
So that's concept art. Here's the actual coolest part. Let's see.
Oh yeah, like the models.
So they made real models for some of the enemies. So we've already seen, Tenure Suck,
Oh yeah, it's me.
famous sucker.
He looks very surprised in that picture. Just like, what?
What? I would never suck. Yeah, just
The texture work on this is very good. Or it's just like, oh, this is very organic and gross.
here's like a full. You can kind of see the concept where it's like, yeah, it's sucking and all those things inflate and it has weird bug legs.
Yeah, I agree with Edie. I hope that someone held on to these.
So here's the protagonist, on top of what
On top
appears
of a baby's face.
a bloody baby face. The normal thing a protagonist stands.
I like the protagonist's like dorky little haircut here.
Yeah, he does look a little, almost like a hobbit-esque.
Yeah,
Just a little.
just a baby face with the blood.
Of course, we got the lovers again.
Ugh, I just hate looking at them. It's awful.
Yeah, it's not the best thing.
And like the arms are like, or like the thing making up their mouth is like a pair of like hands that are like clasped together.
Yeah,
Ugh. Very, very good design, but also I hate looking at it.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah, that doesn't look familiar.
Look,
It's the bullet babies.
yep, it's them. The
He is
bullet.
suffering and pain.
Put me in your gun. I do like how they made models for the bullet
With the creepy babies, yeah.
Of course, the lady looking.
Oh, looking real gross.
I'm trying to figure out what like. The top just looks like, standard like J horror type of face. Like mantis claws, a weird, like almost mollusk art. I can't tell. Does she have like eyes down there? Or are those just holes?
Those look kind of like eyes.
I don't know what the 3 sacks are for.
Yeah, I don't. Do you think when they were like designing her, they were just like, you know what this needs? This needs more sacks.
Yeah, we gotta have
sacks
sacks. Here's a better view of her face.
Yeah, it's just like I said, just pretty typical J horror, pallid mask sort of thing.
Yeah, another full shot. Look, it's the explodies.
Yeah, look explodey guys.
You can at least see their sun motif
Yeah. Well, I thought these guys were like the hermit.
Oh
or-
wait, yeah, they are the hermit. Never mind. I don't pay attention to me. Who doesn't love a little?
Just like a little. He's smiling. He's in his. He's
Oh, he has
unbothered
teeth.
in his lane.
Oh, he has teeth.
He has teeth.
Teeth. Look.
Oh, I thought those were just like his lips. Oh God.
No, those are like a bunch of little sharp teeth.
Oh, that's awful. That's terrible. I take it
It's
back. I
okay.
hate
There's
him.
an X over it, so I don't think. At the very least, can't bite.
I mean, like I'm not worried about the functionality of the teeth. I hate the aesthetics.
Oh, here's the wheel guy.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's got like spikes on the wheels.
Road hog.
Oh, was that one of them or was that one shot without the mask on his face?
Oh. Weird.
Oh yeah. I wonder if the mask was a late edition.
Herb. Well, that's weird. Why do you have a pool of blood below?
Yeah, what's going on there?
So you're like, you have like a square face, pipe birds, and long.
Weird long arms, kind of just floating there with blood under you.
What if the Tin Man?
Yeah, someone's been hitting the secretion bone.
Oh, there you can see their actual face.
Oh
they're they're just wearing a mask that has tubes hooked up to birds.
Huh. I like how like the eye holes are just like a pair of like squares.
I like this model. It's like, oh, here's the big. It's me, the big almond.
The big almond.
Oh, yep. There's the wall.
Yep.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing weird about this.
that's awful.
Coming soon to a sex shop near you. I mean, it looks really bad. Yeah, just.
Yeah,
know.
it feels like they toned it down in the game compared to this.
Hey, I'm in the wall. Oh, here's the sleepy hop guys.
Yeah, the toilet satyr.
Yeah, it's weird. So he's like, basically, like he's on a spindle and has 4 hoof legs.
Yeah, it's got like a tube in the middle there. And like two big beefy arms aren't really attached to like a body or anything.
Yeah, it's just attached to the rim.
Yeah. I like his face. He's just like, "You what, mate? You say something about me?"
Yeah, but yeah, you can see it's just like a flesh nub at the end.
Yeah. Ugh.
And here he is. Check out his frog.
Oh, I love this guy. There's just too much going on with him.
Yeah, it's like there's a billion things happening with this guy. Like, okay, you got the plunger feet,
Mm-hmm.
you got your eyeball, you got the silly face head with a top hat and bow, and then you have your frog shoulders, and then you have these spinny things that beat you up.
Yeah, like I like the little like little steampunky details on his pogo foot.
Yeah, to make it so he can do
Bounce
all the
around,
cool jumpy jacks.
spin around, and hit you with his thing.
Oh, more of
More the sucky boy.
Shri.
I give you the suck.
That's right, me.
Yeah, the dog. He does look like he does kind of look like the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. There's some similarities there.
Okay, there are a few inertia pictures. Basically things detailing how these enemies move. So of course we got this.
Yep. It's horrible.
Knuckle eyes close when finger extended.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm doing a little dance. Of course we got these the lover
Yeah.
praying nuns.
Praying nuns.
Fingers intertwined to keep hole closed.
That's right. Keep the hole closed.
Each tube releases different part of their body, a literal cleansing of the soul and body.
Awful.
Yeah, see, they're just cleansing themselves. Fingers extend to grab the player and bring them into hole. You know, normal things.
Very normal.
That's the tambourine wheel guy.
He just scoots around on his like front on his arms.
It even says symbols, so. Look.
These things.
Blah.
Little brain sacks.
Arm, it's here close to the body to absorb the shock of fall. It bounces upwards and its arms remain down. Arms loosely trail behind it. Landing, the arms fall into disarray. Jumping motion causes a twist. Detailing how he hops.
Yeah. That's really cool. I like that.
Wait, what?
Look, that motherfucker is smoking a cigarette. What the hell?
I've seen some shit.
You don't know how it's like down here in the nerve tower.
Character pushes ear pin. Yeah, he's like just smoking. He's like, been waiting for somebody to get deep in this tower to shoot him.
I love the smell of bones in the morning. It smells like victory.
I don't think, yeah, Tank Joe is not, considering his health. And there's that one guy.
Yeah. God, I love the tank guy being like a war veteran who's just wandering around this tower or whatever. That's very silly.
So here,
Oh, the models from that opening shot.
trying to figure out trying to figure out if this is CG.
Yeah,
Might
the
be.
light there looks kind of CG.
This is the model.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the one they use at the start screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the actual model. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Shots of the model. What's it like inside Baroque?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I recognize like the shape of those like vent sort of things up in the corner. You saw those a lot, like actually in the
Yeah.
game.
God's Tower, a real fun place to be.
Yeah, only good stuff happens inside of it.
Looks like the lab.
Yeah, I wonder like who like because I wonder, or I assume they got some kind of like artist who specializes in making those kinds of models to
Uh,
make those out.
the name is Ikaso Kito.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
That's a good point. The suffering in God's Tower was turned into babies, so only everyone's only having a good time inside of the
oh, okay. If you look up this
All
dude's
Palace.
name, you'll see like a billion type of models. Some for pat labor and
Oh, okay.
because the designs and stuff definitely harken to some of the older sci-fi things.
That makes sense. And like I imagine like having those models, like even if you don't end up like directly using them in the game, like having it's useful for like visualization purposes.
Oh yeah. Few of the not the recent game, but Shin Megami Tensei 4 had some of the things designed through model first. Monsters.
Mhm.
Yep, there's the God Tower. Anyways, that was the detour of concept art.
Yeah, that was really cool to look at. Um, Gosh, yeah, just like the whole, like getting kind of like a glimpse at like the like the sort of the process into making that game. Yeah, that's that's really cool. I'm glad that exists. I'm glad that like that was saved somehow and made available for people to look at.
Yes, so people could watch at a live stream at 11:41 p.m.
Yes, the best way to experience it.
But yeah, I think that about does it for
Close
was
the
it
book on Baroque.